Every little comment, each minor obstacle, when this affects you deeply, you're giving away your power. The fact is those who remain steadiest don't have fewer problems. They've only controlled their reactions. Imagine walking through life unfazed. No mental spiraling, no more emotional outbursts, only absolute command. Here I'll show you how to train your mind to remain imperturbable. Perfecting the unshakable attitude is essential. Existence is packed with interference, external validation, daily frustrations, sudden obstacles. But what if I told you that true strength comes from controlling strategic detachment? The secret lies in mastering to detach your emotions from external circumstances. If you permit outside occurrences to dictate your mood, you turn into an instrument of forces beyond your control. But when you train your mind to stay unshaken, you become the master of your destiny. When you embody this mindset, you exercise dominance without uttering anything. Think of the most influential individuals in history. They weren't the ones who acted on impulse to any insult. Their strength was not in their skill to dispute, but instead in their power to continue impassive. Imagine a scenario where someone insults you in public. The natural response for most consists of rage. However, what results when you simply smile and walk away? You strip the aggressor control. Identical principles govern defeats and obstacles. People who comprehend the power of indifference view defeat simply as information and educational moment. They do not internalize failure. They observe, adapt, and move forward. How can you forge such degree of mastery? Develop the custom of stopping before responding. Reflect. Does this situation truly affect my long-term goals? Another crucial element lies in mental projection. Envision yourself as a person who navigates existence unmoved. As you strengthen this representation in your consciousness, it converts to your existence. Emotional separation doesn't mean repressing sentiments. It's about mastering them. Envision this. You're amid an intense dispute. Do you let their words control your emotions, or do you smile unaffected? When you adopt this approach, stress decreases, lucidity expands. What you emphasize, you draw. When you take control of your contemplation and sentiments, you transform into the designer of your destiny. Disciplining yourself toward effective distance does not mean you become cold. It indicates you stop letting external forces to dictate your consciousness. Your emotions serve you, not the reverse. Mindful indifference is a superpower. We're programmed to think we must care about everything. Yet, genuine liberty comes when you realize that many things are irrelevant. Detachment doesn't signify unconcern. It indicates choice. Not all conflicts merit engagement. As you cease responding to each trivial annoyance, you reclaim command. Quit chasing acceptance. Chasing acceptance is entrapment. The second you provide another person the strength to establish your significance, you relinquish mastery over your personal existence. Genuine certainty isn't granted. It's forged through individual autonomy. The most magnetic individuals don't supplicate for acceptance. They own who they are, imperfections included. Freedom comes when you release the need to be approved by everybody. Regardless of your actions, someone will always have something to say. So why dissipate your strength attempting to satisfy all? If you desire to liberate yourself from the approval trap, begin by questioning internally whose opinion truly matters. One more essential action consists of learning self-validation. As you begin acknowledging your own worth, environmental acceptance transforms trivial. The moment you stop seeking validation is when you begin existing with liberty. Condemnation is inescapable, but how you handle it determines your power. Condemnation only maintains as much force as you provide it. If you respond sentimentally, you let it control you. The most powerful people don't allow judgment to disturb them. They evaluate it with lucid thinking. Capture what's valuable and reject the remainder. Process judgment via reason, not sentiment. Two categories of judgment exist: constructive and destructive. Helpful condemnation is worthwhile. Destructive criticism, however, is designed to break you down. Not every opinion merits your focus. When you reply to judgment with serene detachment, you manifest to all that your assurance is solid. The most resilient persons don't dread judgment. They employ it strategically or they ignore it completely. Tension uncovers persons. Some shatter. However, the resilient remain unshaken as they discipline their consciousness before the hurricane emerges. The key lies in distancing from the necessity for mastery. Not all will proceed as planned, but you do not react emotionally. You reply with tactics. Most people crack under pressure, since they fight actuality. Your consciousness is your combat arena. The thoughts you allow in will establish your success or failure. To condition an unwavering consciousness, you need to forge thought patterns. Thankfulness to resist cynicism, rigor to supersede idleness. Daily you need to condition yourself to stay unshaken, to hesitate before responding. Many individuals are prisoners of their feelings, but the ones who control their minds dominate all. Psychological power is constructed in routine, trivial occasions. One of the most powerful mental habits you can develop is separation. Separation doesn't signify unconcern. It indicates command. An additional vital component lies in strictness. The mind will always seek comfort, yet rigor reconstructs thinking. Begin modestly. Dedicate to routines that reinforce your mental strength. Real power moves in silence. It doesn't seek attention. It simply acts and permits achievements to express. The most vocal individuals present are frequently the most fragile. If you desire to be honored, stop announcing your plans. Accomplishment isn't forged through statements. It's forged through execution. The more you talk, the more you invite examination. When you function silently, no individual detects your advance. The strongest individuals don't waste energy proving themselves. They allow their achievement to communicate. Silence is not passive. It is strategy. When you articulate, your words carry weight. In a reality where most urgently pursue attention, be the person who doesn't pursue acknowledgement. While others chase attention, you pursue excellence. This is the separation between people who speak of achieving magnificent goals and those who truly execute them. The instant you cease applying outside approval, you'll perceive something. Individuals will begin noticing. They'll question your method. And that's when you'll know you've truly mastered the game, not as you announced to all, but as you manifested it without saying a word.